Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 19, Episode 2 of Eldritch Horror. We're playing the Mountains of Madness with the rise of the Elder Things. We're going to jump into Round 2 gameplay. Thank you for watching. Okay, we just wrapped up round number 1 of Mountains of Madness expansion. We've got the Elder Things. Rise of the Elder Things is our great old one. I'm going to do a quick jump into the background and quest for Finn Edwards, the bootlegger. It says, Finn was making a good living running liquor from Canada to cities all around the East Coast. He never got caught and never lost a delivery. Now he takes a job in Chicago and gave his word that he could get it done. This time it won't be alcohol he's delivering, and it won't be the local sheriff trying to catch him. Finn's caught up with some supernatural conspiracy, but in the end, he adheres to the same principles. Deliver the goods, don't get caught. Finn Edwards. Okay, so he's got the cat burglar, he's got the courier run, he's got whiskey, he's also the lead investigator. Last round he got his will enhanced. His special quest here is don't get caught. You are the best around, you know it, the cops know it. But that infamy comes with a price. You know they are watching you, waiting for you to slip up. When you flip a courier run unique asset, place one random clue face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter, discard this card and gain the Notorious Smuggler reward. Okay, so he's going to try to become the Notorious Smuggler his round. And we'll go through Daisy Walker, the librarian, Patrice Hathaway, the violinist. We'll deep into their backgrounds. But first we'll have a word from our sponsor, and then we will jump into round 2 gameplay. Thanks for watching. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got Nereus Media as a special guest sponsor for this Halloween season. Check out Clones, Antichrist, and Flesh Androids, wrapping up with the Trump trilogy and the God Emperor Trump. We've also got our August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo Catu journals out of Lovecraft's Providence, including the Genealogy of Cthulhu, the Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, and the Alchemy of Azathoth. Our 3 volumes of the Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines. We have a podcast channel as well, where you can pick up our book version of that with the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, the Esoteric Saturn Mysteries, and our latest Dirges of the Alabaster Kings. And finally, Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamland Saga, which takes place in H.P. Lovecraft's Dreamlands, Book 1, in the city of Celophace, Hope's home in Dalathleen, and Stubborn Devotions at the Temple of Hypnos in Ruined Thrawn. Now back to our gameplay. Okay, so jumping into round 2, Daisy Walker actually got a Heart of Winter asset, unique asset, artifact, sorry. And we will go ahead and go back to the top of the lineup with Finn Edwards. Let's have him go ahead. Let's see here. Finn Edwards. Let's have Finn Edwards go ahead and come into Shanghai. He's got his token here. I think he will do that. We'll also have Daisy Walker, the librarian. Finn says you and another investigator in the same space may move one space along the train. Okay, so he may. Let's have him, while he's here, he can grab a train token as well. And then Daisy Walker, if you are on a city space, test if you pass, you gain a tome asset. So let's have her do that quick test as one of her actions. She's on a city space. Let's just have her test her reservation. If you pass, you gain 1 tome asset from the reserve, or a random tome asset from the deck, from the reserve. A tome asset. I think we have a tome here. The Tome of Horror. So she's going to gain this 1 Tome of Horror. That's great. Okay, so she's gotten a little boost there. Let me also give her her details here. Psychology, health, and physical health. We'll also go to Patrice Hathaway, the violinist. Let's have her move to Sydney. She'll also grab a boat token. And maybe she's going to go after this Antarctica clue. Okay, let's jump into the round. We've got 2 investigators against the crawling one. Has 3, so we'll start out with Finn Edwards, the bootlegger. His first attack here. Gets a 5, so it's going to do a he actually passes the mental attack. And let's go ahead with his physical attack. He gets a 5, that's a single attack there, so it's going to take 1 hit point off. We'll also have Daisy Walker attacking. And she gets another 1, 2, and that's going to move this off the board. So we've got the crawling one defeated. Let's go ahead and have, she can do the expedition. Well, let's have him do the expedition. So we got the expedition card of Shanghai, and then she can close the gate. So Shanghai, a wealthy antiques dealer's safe was dropped into a deep river. Resolve the pass effects to open the safe under the water surface, or resolve a fail effect to try to get the safe back to land. Okay. So let's go ahead. It says, you do your best to crack the combination lock. You do your best to crack the combination lock. If you pass, which he does with the 5, gain 1 artifact. Okay, great. Another artifact is gained. Finn Edwards gains the artifact of the Black Book. Whoa, that's the Black Book. Okay, we'll look into that later. Card completed. Let's go to Daisy Walker, the librarian. So he's going to take this, and the expedition moves back to Himalayas. And now Daisy Walker, the librarian, will try to close the gate. She'll have a gate encounter. And it says, the Plateau of Leng. As you approach the Plateau of Leng, the Pharos of Leng, the ground before you cracks open. You sit in amorphous black shapes bubbling up from the ground. Something about the living mass reminds you of a passage from an ancient text. So we'll do a test to see what our outcome is. It's here. And 5 passes. Recognizing the shape as one of the Nogotha's tendrils, you run to the tower. The strange energies where you return to Earth close the gate. Okay, we get to close the gate. Shanghai gate is closed. So last up, let's go to Patrice Hathaway. She's just going to have a city encounter in Sydney. It says, you discuss military tactics with Harold Harwick. Gain a martial prowess condition. You then ask about the former Olympic athlete to train you. Okay, so we're going to ask the former Olympic athlete to train us. Pass. If you pass, you learn quickly improve strength. Okay, great. She's going to train and improve her strength. So she gets a strength improvement. It's going to come in handy for her. Okay. Let's grab our Mythos card. So Mythos card. Okay, first off, we move the advance the Omen. There are no gates open. Next up, Monster Surge. There are no gates open for Monster Surge, so we will grab an Atlantis Gate for space 8. It's here. Also spawning monster there. And we get the Moon Beast. Moon Beast for 4. That's a little bit ominous. Let's go ahead and continue. We also spawn a clue. Buenos Aires. Okay, Buenos Aires. And it says, losing hope. The sun set hours ago, but you are nowhere near falling asleep. Your mind reels with the thoughts of all the places around the world where madness and brutality crawl into the world from alien landscapes. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each gate in the game board that corresponds to the current omen. So the gate that's open is... Okay, so we each lose 1 sanity. Okay. Okay. If no gates are opened, we advance the omen by 1, but that's fine. No worries. That is the event of that, and that is going to wrap up the round. Guys, we will see you in the next round. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.